Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling a really important topic.
hmm
It's highlighted in The Silent Strain, how untreated high blood pressure damages your kidneys. And we're drawing from Dale Ruddock's book, too.
Lowering blood pressure
Yeah,
naturally. Yeah.
exactly. So we're really getting into how high blood pressure, the silent killer, impacts your kidneys,
Yeah.
often quite seriously.
It really is. And what's sort of concerning is how it can just chip away at kidney function without you even knowing.
Right. That silent part is key. So our aim is to connect those dots today.
Precisely.
Okay, so maybe let's start with the basics. What exactly do the kidneys do? Why are healthy blood vessels so crucial for them?
Well, think of your kidneys as these super efficient filters. They're constantly cleaning your blood.
Taking out waste, extra fluid, that kind of thing.
Exactly that. And this whole filtering process, it absolutely relies on a network of tiny, healthy blood vessels inside the kidneys.
Okay.
They bring the blood to be filtered and then carry the clean blood away. So if those vessels aren't working well,
The whole system struggles. Makes sense. So what happens then when high blood pressure enters the picture? That sustained force.
yeah.
It must really stress those delicate kidney arteries.
Oh, definitely. It's not just a little bit of extra pressure. Think about running too much water pressure through a garden hose constantly.
Okay, yeah.
Over time, that relentless strain on the arteries, both in and around the kidneys, causes them to narrow
Narrow and hardened,
and harden. Exactly. This means less blood flow gets through.
which the kidneys need to function properly.
Right. And it's crucial to understand this isn't like flipping a switch. It's a gradual thing.
A slow process.
Yeah.
And I imagine that slow restriction, that lack of blood flow, it leads to pretty serious issues down the line.
Absolutely. The reduced blood supply can actually cause scarring of the kidney tissue itself.
Scarring, okay. Is there a term for that?
Yeah, it's called nephrosclerosis. Basically, imagine the filter itself getting clogged up and damaged.
Right.
And as more scar tissue forms, the kidneys just become less and less effective at doing their job at filtering that waste.
Which could eventually lead to, well, the worst outcome.
Kidney failure, unfortunately, which means needing dialysis or even a kidney transplant.
Wow.
And at this high blood pressure is actually the second leading cause of kidney failure in the U.S.
That's a huge statistic. Really puts it in perspective.
It really does.
Now, you mentioned earlier how this damage can happen silently.
Uh.
That's one of the most concerning parts, isn't it? Why don't people, feel their kidneys struggling?
Yeah, that's the really tricky bit. Your kidneys have like a significant amount of reserve capacity.
Meaning they can take a hit and keep going for a while.
Exactly. They can often function reasonably well even when there's quite a bit of damage already done. So early on, you probably won't feel any pain or have obvious symptoms telling you something's wrong.
But eventually signs do appear. Even if, as the source mentions, they often mean things are quite advanced. What should people maybe be aware of?
Yes, definitely. As kidney function starts to decline more significantly, you might notice things like swelling,
Swelling where?
often in the hands, feet, or even the face. You might feel really tired, more than usual, or get short of breath.
Because the waste products are building up.
That's right. Also, changes in urination, like if your urine looks foamy or maybe bloody,
Yeah.
or just needing to go more often, especially during the night.
Yeah.
But, and this is so important, these signs often mean significant damage has already happened.
It's not an early warning system then.
Not usually, no.
Okay, this all sounds quite serious, but the good news, based on the material, is that it's not inevitable. We can actually do something about it.
Precisely. That's the hopeful message here. Early detection and, crucially, management of high blood pressure are key to protecting your kidneys.
And this is where Dale Ruddock's book comes back in.
Right. Lowering blood pressure naturally. His own story is quite compelling, apparently reversing health issues, coming off medication after 20 years, all through lifestyle changes.
That's incredible. It shows there's real potential for change, doesn't it?
It really does. It offers hope.
So what kinds of things does his book suggest? What are these natural approaches?
Well, it seems to take a holistic view. It includes things like a science-backed guide to fasting, recommendations for certain herbs and dietary shifts.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yeah, and also mind-body techniques like meditation to help manage stress, which we know affects blood pressure, plus practical stuff like meal planning tools.
So it's really about looking at the bigger picture, addressing potential root causes.
Exactly, empowering people to take some control over their health.
So it really hammers home that managing blood pressure isn't just about hitting a certain number. It's fundamentally about protecting vital organs, like the kidneys, for the long haul.
You've got it. It's about safeguarding your future health, ensuring those kidneys can keep doing their essential job for years to come. It connects everything: heart, brain, kidneys.
Okay, so just to wrap this up, the key takeaway seems to be this crucial, often silent link between untreated high blood pressure and serious kidney damage.
hmm By the time you notice symptoms, significant harm might already be done. Awareness is just so vital.
Which leads us to a final thought for everyone listening.
Yeah, maybe ask yourself, what proactive steps could you take starting today to really understand your own blood pressure numbers and manage them? Thinking about your long-term kidney health, even if you feel perfectly fine right now, well, that's a powerful investment in your future self.